Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to break down a professional trading tool built for what is, let's be honest, one of the wildest moments in the market, the opening bell. We're going to see how it tries to find some order in all that chaos and spot some really high probability reversals.
Okay, so let's jump right into the big idea behind this whole strategy. It's this: the first move often lies. The reversal tells the truth. This is all about seeing past that initial crazy burst of activity to figure out what the market really wants to do. So why does that even happen? Well, a lot of the time it's the big institutions triggering a bunch of stop losses or just creating a head fake to trick traders into going the wrong way before the real move kicks in.
Right, so if that first big move is just a head fake, a total misdirection, then what do? How do you know when it's safe to jump in? How do you possibly cut through all that noise to find the actual true trend? That is the million-dollar question this tool is trying to answer.
Well, this tool, it has a plan. It's got a systematic three-phase strategy designed to do just that. It's built to look right through the market's initial lie and zero in on those key moments where the true direction finally reveals itself with a powerful reversal.
So here's the game plan, broken down into three super clear phases. First up, you have the liquidity phase. You're just measuring the price range in the first 15 minutes to see how volatile things are. Then phase 2 is direction. This is where a cool scoring system figures out if the bulls or the bears are really in charge. And finally, you've got the reversal scan, where the system starts actively hunting for those specific patterns that scream change of plans.
And this timeline, it really lays it all out, doesn't it? This isn't about just randomly trading all day long. It's a really disciplined approach that focuses your energy on a very specific window of opportunity. First, you just wait and you measure during that liquidity window, and only then do you start actively looking for a trade. It just brings a ton of structure to what is usually a pretty chaotic time. Okay, now we're getting to the real engine behind this whole thing, the multi-factor momentum scoring system. This is so much more than just looking at whether the price is up or down. It actually analyzes the quality and the conviction of that move to figure out how strong it really is.
And what's so important to get here is that this is a composite score. It's not just one thing. It combines the price movement, it looks at the actual shape of the candlestick patterns, and it checks for the consistency of the trend. It puts all that together to generate one single objective score from 0 to 100. A really high score tells you, hey, there's some real conviction behind this move, and that is absolutely crucial for what comes next.
Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot of analysis, right? But here's the cool part. It's all boiled down into this one single real-time dashboard. You can think of it like your own personal trading command center. It's designed to give you only the vital information you need exactly when you need it, without cluttering up your charts with a bunch of junk.
Exactly. So instead of drowning in a sea of data, your attention is totally laser-focused. You've got your countdowns, you've got your opening range stats, you've got a crystal clear go or no-go status for trading, and you've even got your core risk metrics right there, all in one clean, at-a-glance view. All right, this is the moment. This is where the rubber meets the road. Let's see how all these pieces, the timeline, the score, the dashboard, actually work together to fire off a real, actionable trade signal. This is where all that theory becomes practice. So, here's the playbook, step by step. First, that opening 15-minute range gets locked in. Done. Second, that momentum score needs to hit 60 or higher. We need to see a strong bias in the market. And then, finally, the system starts looking for a very specific reversal pattern, like a hammer candle with that long lower tail, or an engulfing candle that just completely swallows the one before it. And the key is, this pattern has to form outside of that initial range. That's what suggests a really powerful rejection of that first move.
And you can see the logic here just perfectly. In the bearish example, you see the price break above the opening range. That's the lie, right? But then, bam, a strong bearish pattern forms, signaling a reversal, and that's the truth. The entire strategy is designed to jump on these failed breakouts because, well, they can lead to some incredibly powerful moves in the other direction.
So, after all that, what's the point? What's the big payoff here? It's really simple. It's about swapping out that gut-wrenching, emotional, seat-of-your-pants trading for a cool, calm, and collected system. It's about having a clear, data-driven battle plan before you even step onto the field.
And that edge, it's not just one thing. It's built on these 5 solid pillars. You get clarity from that dashboard, you get precision from the momentum score, and you get discipline from sticking to those strict rules. It makes things way more efficient by automating all the hard work and it keeps you constantly aware of your risk.
So you might be wondering, is this for me? Well, think about it like this. If you're a trader who really wants to capitalize on all that morning volatility, but you'd much rather follow a structured plan than just chase price all over the place, then this could be right up your alley. It's really built for the systematic thinker who's operating in a super fast-paced market.
And that really leaves us with a big question to chew on. In an arena that is so often driven by raw human emotion, by fear, and by greed, could it be that the ultimate advantage is just taking your own emotion completely out of the equation and trusting a purely systematic, rules-based approach? That's a powerful question for any trader to ask themselves.